Hello guys, welcome to another video, and we got a bit different type of video at our hands right now. And I just have been seeing shadow nerfs everywhere. Like if you have checked the Rune Slayer Discord, like the general chat or like the slime cave, you 100% should have seen at least a few times people complaining about the shadow nerfs. And you could have also experienced them firsthand. Before we get into the stuff that are actually nerfed, I wanted to talk about why I'm making this video and why what I think about the shadow nerfs. So nerfing stuff is actually fine, but doing it in secret is the problem. Shadow nerfing is also doing it in secret is not even the biggest problem. Doing it this big amount of shadow nerfs is the problem. Every single class basically got shadow nerfed almost. So Sharpshooter, I'm gonna get into detail on how those stuff have been nerfed. I'm sure I have also missed a few stuff. I'm gonna talk about 6-7 shadow nerfs. I'm sure there are stuff that I missed, but still these are a lot of shadow nerfs, and they are over one update, bro. One little update, and they put none of these in the change logs, bro. So I just went ahead and checked the changes in case, just to make sure I'm not talking about changes that they put in there. Also, you can just see how annoyed people are. If you go ahead and search the term shadow nerf, there's literally over 1k people talking about it, and most of them are recently. Just look at this, people spamming the shadow nerf term. Yeah, it's crazy. But with those out of the way, let's get into the shadow nerfs. So the first shadow nerf I want to talk about is the Runic cutlass. So the Runic cutlass is a new legendary sword that has been added with the Tundra update, and it had a 21 damage stat, and that 21 damage stat has been lowered to 17. As you can see, 17 is not much than Viridian, and people said that they were switching over to the Viridian. They were switching back to the Viridian instead of using the Runic cutlass because it got nerfs. Seriously, imagine you're playing and the Runic cutlass is the weapon you want to get. You grind your ass for it, you trade your valuables for it, and boom, it's been nerfed. And secretly, bro, if you knew about this nerf, you wouldn't even trade for it. And bro, shadow nerfing everything, this is only if they only did this, it wouldn't have been a problem. But they've been doing this for every single class, and that's where the problem starts. Let me show you one example right now that someone said just right now while I was talking about this. So the second shadow nerf I want to talk about is the nerf on Borious tria. So I have not tested this myself, so I'm not going to show you solid proof, but someone from my Discord server tested the Borious tria before with Hunter's Mark and Savage Battle Aura on Snowman, and after the update they it's not really they tested it, but they used it. Before they would do 300 damage, 300 solid damage, and not even as their max damage. But now with the same setup on the same specific mob, the Snowman, they do 250 and maybe 270 max. So this is not really the biggest change, but it's still a nerf to the Borious tria, and that's just really one of the shadow nerfs out there. Why would you do this? What's the need? Maybe the thought process is this. So maybe if we nerf this thing a little bit, we don't even have to say anything about it because it's just a small ass nerf. But people do notice this stuff. Also, something that most people were mad about was the samurai tornado not stacking enemies like it used to before. So this is one of the most prevalent shadow nerfs that people realized.
And they kept spamming about this, but I couldn't really understand what the nerf was,
because I tried the relenting storm myself and it worked the same for me, but I don't know. So what they said was so when you use the relenting storm on samurai, it goes here, and when it hits an enemy,
it stays there. So it stays and it kills the enemy.
But now people are saying that instead of attacking the enemy continuously, goes past the enemy instead of it only hits a few times. That's what they say. But when I tested it out a few minutes ago, it still worked the same. Yeah, Vermilion has also been nerfed. So his special crit was infinite. So every time you crit, you would hit arrows. But now it has a 6-second cooldown. So whenever you have the arrow rain special effect, you have to wait 6 seconds before it can crit again. So this just makes the weapon basically mid as hell, no matter what your crit chance is, because like you have to wait 6 seconds no matter what. So Borious tria is 100% better than the Vermilion. There is no contest. The next thing I want to talk about is the event points. It's related to the event points. So I have 144 event points, and like when it first came out, beastmen gave a lot of event points, but now they only give 3 each, and they basically shadow nerf the event points that beastmen give. They might have done the same on other mobs, but beastmen, I know for sure. This is not really a bad shadow nerf. I just wanted to put this in because like the stuff that you can get here, like look at this, such as this satanic rune, for example. Like these used to be stuff that had like good amount of value and they were difficult to get. So making them obtainable through here is a good thing to do, and they were too easy to obtain though. So making it more difficult is good, but I feel like they've made it too difficult now, especially from beastmen. Are probably good on other stuff, but that's all I have to say for the event points. The next thing I want to talk about is the bigger nerf. So they have nerfed the ballistic shot. They have nerfed this boy by 20%. So if you'd be doing 100 damage with one hit, you do 80 damage now. So from what I understand, people are doing like same damage with their ballistic shot or even less than they do with their M1s, and I think that is too much because like it's a ballistic shot, bro. It's a skill. It takes longer. It takes like more. So for example, I did 36 on the deer. So I did 36 on the deer with a ballistic shot, and I do 35 with an M1. Guys, that just shows you do basically the same amount of damage with your ballistic shot as your M1. Like that means ballistic shot is not that good anymore. So a nerf to Sharpshooter was needed, like not needed, but it isn't that bad in my opinion because it was like one of the most OP subclasses. But yeah, I think the nerf is still a bit too much. And that's all the shadow nerfs I have on my hand right now. If you have more, like if you know about more, comment them below. Let me know about them. Let people know about them. And finally, let's get on to the Discord and let me show you the crash outs people have done. As you can see, I have typed in shadow nerf and there are over 1k results. As I said at the start, they're like, look, the Runic cutlass got shadow nerf. Someone's been spamming this. Shadow nerf samurai, shadow nerf the soul steel. I don't know if these are actually things, but like, look, the tornado attack for samurai shadow nerf. Relenting storm got shadow nerfed. Look, bro, these people have been spamming about it. That's it. Like, this is what I told about. Devs be shadow nerfing, huh? They shadow nerfed a whole lot. Why the devs keep shadow nerfing stuff? Why they shadow nerf Runic cutlass? Look, got shadow nerfed, so back to Vermilion. Why they shadow nerfed Runic cutlass? Guys, you basically get a good hang of what I'm trying to say when I say that people are actually annoyed. They are actually mad about these shadow nerfs. People keep saying this stuff. So I don't think anyone is happy with the shadow nerfs. There have been a lot of stuff that people have been unhappy about recently related to the game, but like shadow nerfs are part of them. And so if you realize, like if you figured out any shadow nerfs that I forgot to talk about in this video, comment them down. Let me know about it, that people know about it. And let's hope that they actually keep working on the game for it to go on a better direction, because like me included, many people are excited for upcoming new games, and I do honestly hope that the game survives with all the new games around, because I did genuinely enjoy the game, as I have 360 hours on the game, and yeah, I really love the game and I hope it survives. But it has a lot of problems that everybody can find at first glance. And that this video wasn't basically, by the way, me roasting the shadow nerfs. I was just trying to let you guys know about the shadow nerfs and at the same time roasting it a bit, because shadow nerfs are not a problem when you do a few of them, but if you do this many of them, like these 7 bugs are what I found in a few minutes, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, I asked stuff like what are the shadow bugs and stuff like that, and people just boom straight up told me all these stuff, and some of them I knew already myself. But yeah, before I end the video, let me know your thoughts about me posting Roblox content, like if you'd be down for that or if you're against that idea. I just am curious if I should do that, because it's a new game and I am excited about a new good game finally in Roblox apart from RuneSlayer for me. But yeah, that's about it on what I was gonna say. Hope you enjoyed, hope you found this helpful. If you did, please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one.